On today's video, I'm going to cover the minimal items that you need to gather before you start the application so that once you get to that step, the process is as smooth as possible and you will be providing the proper information to your lender so that they can properly qualify you. For those that don't know, my name is Robert Lewis, NMLS license number 180100, affectionately known as your resident online mortgage lender. Welcome to the channel. So the number one thing that you will need to gather is your proof of income. Now, what is that? Your pay stubs that cover the most recent 30 days. And we need to have the full pay stub, meaning the amount that you made and the description showing all the deductions. Now, you're either going to supply 4 pay stubs if you're paid weekly, the 4 most recent, 2 if you're paid semi-monthly, possibly 3 if you're paid bi-weekly, depending on the time of year you start the process, and 1 if you're paid monthly. Okay, so that's your income. Taxes would be the next logical place that I would go. And you want to cover the 2 most recent filed tax years. So now you want your W-2s and or 1099s for all employment that you've had over the last 2 tax years. Okay. And you want the corresponding tax return, the federal portion, and all schedules that are applicable. Now, your lender may not need all schedules, but myself, I like to get the full tax return because I'm in my process, I'm always looking for contingency plans and possible gotchas. So again, you want to give that information over to your lender, and then your lender should know what to submit or not submit after they've gone through the process of pre-approving you. The next place is assets we want to go to. What assets should you provide? I really believe you should only provide the assets that will be used for this transaction, for the proof of your down payment and closing costs, and the ones that you've used up front to get into a contract. So if that's a checking and savings account, we'll need the 2 most recent months, all pages. Again, you want to download these items in a PDF format. .pdf format is the best. Okay. And so if it's checking and savings, the 2 most recent months, all pages. And if you're not going to use those, say you're going to use a 401k, sometimes companies only report quarterly. So you want the most recent quarterly 401k statement, if that's what you're going to use, IRAs, so on and so forth. You just need to determine what source you're going to use and make that the same source throughout the process. If you're getting gift funds, that's a great time to let your lender know that that's the case so they can properly advise you on what you would need from a donor. The next logical step is your identification. So we always want a legible current driver's license. You could take a picture with your smartphone, upload that via the portal. If you're dealing with me, most lenders have that now. There's ways to get that information over. Same thing with the Social Security card. We want to have the Social Security card and the driver's license for whoever is applying on the application. Okay. And then last and definitely not least, if you've been divorced and you got to have the final divorce decree, go ahead and send that over. Okay. If you are prior military, honorably discharged, and you have a DD-214, you want to send that over. Okay. Or if you're active duty, you want to send over your statement of service. And then if you've had a, say, Chapter 13 bankruptcy that's been discharged, you want to send that information over. So if you gather those documents prior to doing the application, that's going to make it a lot easier on you to complete the application to the best of your ability and give the information that your lender will need to qualify. You know what they say, right? Garbage in, garbage out. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so that you will be notified whenever we update content. So that's it for now. We'll see you guys soon.